Welcome to another food adventure with Getting Lost. Wait a minute, why are we leaving Bedok? Wait, stop! Okay, good, we are back at Bedok Interchange because we need to eat more foods like this, which is good for breakfast. Something with a lot of flavor, bursting with flavor, yummy flavor. And this too, lots and lots of flavor. And something comforting, something spicy, and something light. So join me at Bedok Interchange Hawker Centre for these foods. Come, let's eat! We don't need to go through how to get there again, so just simply something in a summarize at Bedok Interchange. Take the escalator down. Once you reach the bottom, what you do is you follow the corridor. Okay, so you head down, follow the corridor until you find the next escalator going up, and take it up. Once you reach the top, which is exit B, remember this, exit B. Okay, you walk straight, and if you keep walking straight, you'll reach Bedok Interchange Hawker Centre. And if you reach there early, you can have some porridge, like this, like what I did at on this day itself. I decided to have some porridge at this store itself. The porridge itself, looks quite nice. This is the porridge that I ordered from the store. Okay, it's nice and smooth. Together on top, they actually put in some deep fried shallots, some chives, and some oil, which actually adds in a bit of flavor to the porridge. And then you also have the deep fried dough stick. Okay, look at that, it's quite smooth. And you have meatballs together with a century egg. Okay, the meatballs itself are like balls of flavor. Once you bite into it, in your mouth, you'll burst flavor of the meat itself. And the century egg is actually not too bad, quite tasty. And the deep fried dough sticks add a crispy component and a chewy component to the porridge itself. Overall, not too bad a porridge to eat. Next up at Bedok Interchange Hawker Centre, we have this place called Penang Kitchen. Okay, Penang is actually one of those states and an island in Peninsular Malaysia, where it's famous for their street food. And this is one of the stores that sells food from there. Okay, so what I'm going to try here is this dish called lor mee. It's actually a noodle dish with a flavorful starchy sauce that coats every bit of the noodles. It's very garlicky, and one thing different about here is the chili sauce they use is also similar to the one they use for the Hainanese chicken rice. And also this fish snacks crispy thing that actually goes very well with the sauce. It's actually some kind of like a fish snack, snack kind of thing, where it's a deep fried fish slices or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is, but it actually goes very well with the lor mee. Okay, so basically it's very garlicky, a lot of it's a bit spicy too because of the chili sauce, and you eat it together with egg noodles, flat egg noodles. This shop does have a good lor mee, slightly different than the one you get in Singapore, but quite tasty too. Surprisingly, not too bad. Here is another Singaporean dish. It's called Hock Hai curry chicken noodles. Basically, you have noodles, which you can have it. Normally, you can have it with a rice noodle. I chose thin bihun noodles. which is thin rice noodles, together with a very flavorful curry stock or broth. Okay, so there's lots of tofu on top, and then there's also bean curd. The tonga tofu, which is bean curd, and there's fish cake, and just now there was the chili sauce. Basically, what I suggest for you to do is, after you taste the soup and everything, you add in the chili, because the chili does add kick into the dish, makes it even more flavorful. Okay, and one thing good about this place is their Hainanese chicken that they actually add into the curry. It's actually moist and meaty. Okay, and not too bad actually. This curry noodles here is actually not too bad. Only thing is that they only give you one small piece of potato, but other than that, this is quite a good noodle dish. Okay, from Bedok Interchange Hawker Centre, we are going just a short distance away to this place called Gourmet Heritage. Basically, this is a small little food court where they actually have selected food hawkers to actually open up their store here. Okay, so this is Gourmet Heritage. It's an aircon place. Normally aircon place, the food is actually not too good, just quite average, but this place is slightly different. Okay, the first thing we're going to try here is Shi Hui Yuan Hor specialist. Basically, they specialize in Hor Fun. Okay, basically, for you who don't know, Hor Fun is actually flat rice noodles, okay, and then they cook it together with a sauce. Okay, and for this shop itself, it's actually quite a very well-known shop that's actually at a Mei Ling Food Centre. The original shop is at Mei Ling Food Centre. I've been to Mei Ling Food Centre, tried to eat at this shop, but the few times I went there, the shop was always closed. So I'm quite lucky that I actually get the chance to eat it now. Okay, first of all, this is the blissful plate. Okay, so basically you have 4 types of braised items. First is the mushroom, then you have the pork rib, then you have chicken and duck. Each of the braised item is actually braised very nicely, and when you bite into it, especially the mushroom and the duck, there's a burst of flavor of the ingredients they use in the stock, where the ingredients they use in this, where they stew all the items in. So it's very tasty, very delicious. The hor fun itself is nice and smooth. Only thing is, I feel that compared to the other braised item, which is once you bite into it, there was a burst of flavor. The hor fun itself, even though it's good, doesn't have that burst of flavor, but it's still good lah. Not too bad, a hor fun. Next up is this place called Sergeant's Chicken Rice. They sell chicken rice in many forms. So they have a Hainanese chicken rice, they have a roast chicken rice, they even have ayam penyet, which is Indonesian flattened fried chicken with rice. Okay, so I've tried, this is the Hainanese one, which I actually ordered home. Okay, Sergeant's Chicken Rice, what I can say is that they do their rice very well. The rice itself has a very nice texture and also very flavorful. Once you bite into it, you can taste some of the herbs they use to cook it together with the chicken stock. And it also has a quite nice bite texture when you eat the rice. Okay, so the chicken, Hainanese chicken here is not too bad, quite tender, but not as fatty as I quite like it, because normally I like, for my Hainanese chicken, I like that to be skin, then there'll be a thin layer of gelatin, then followed by the meat itself. This one here doesn't really have that, but the meat itself is tender. And then the chili sauce is another thing that I don't really like, because I felt that the chili sauce is a bit diluted. Not much flavor there, in the sense that the flavor is a bit diluted. It is a Hainanese chicken rice chili sauce where it is garlicky and spicy, but doesn't have anything, like a kick to it. It's just a bit diluted. Here is another time I tried it again, and I do agree that the rice is good. They actually poured in some dark soy sauce on the rice. Okay, and if you eat there, they give you some a bit more of a salad, like maybe some lettuce and a cherry tomato instead of just giving you cucumber. The roast chicken itself is a bit dry, not very, and the texture itself, when you bite the skin and when you bite the meat, they have a similar texture. It's like not two different parts of the chicken, it's like the same texture, so which I didn't really enjoy much. And also when you bite into it, the chicken skin and the chicken meat taste the same. I don't know how to explain it, but like that. But only thing I can say is the rice here is not too bad. It's quite good, which I quite like the rice. Other than that, the chicken quite ordinary, or can miss it if you don't need it to eat it. Finally, we're at this popiah stall from Fortune Food. Basically, popiah is something like a spring roll, but which is not deep fried. So basically, you have some kind of wheat flour crepe, okay, where you use it as a wrap. Inside the wrap, you put in maybe something like a stewed turnip. You can together with maybe carrots, and then you can put other ingredients like peanuts and maybe cucumber, and then bean sprouts, and then you also put in maybe a sweet prawn paste. Overall, they actually wrap the popiah quite well. It is actually quite tasty. It's actually not too bad. The popiah, quite tasty, quite okay. So we have finished our venture at the Bedok Interchange Hawker Centre, and also the Gourmet Heritage food court. I hope you enjoyed what you see, and you know what to do. Please like, share and subscribe, and most importantly, join me for my next food adventure. Bye bye.